Yes, so one of the highlights of my internship with Crew has been volunteering with New Life and La Vita, where they serve a mostly Hispanic population, and I'm also Hispanic, so it really feels important and meaningful for me to be there. And it's been really great to see people who are so passionate about serving and caring for people, not only in their community, but really from all over Chicago. People will come from over an hour away to New Life and search for the not just the food at their food pantry, but also other resources that they're connected to. And I remember actually just a few weeks ago that we were looking for potential people to work for this job. One of the organizations had reached out to us and asked if we would look for people. And so this man was coming and he was sharing his information with us. And as he was sharing, he kind of just started to break down and cry. And we asked him, and we're like, hey, are you okay? And he just couldn't respond just because of the emotion. And the woman I was working with, Maria Elena, she said, hey, I think we should pray for him. And so, yeah, we got to pray for him right there. And you could just tell that he was really encouraged and impacted by that prayer. And so it's great to see I'm not just caring for the physical, practical needs, but also the spiritual needs. So it's been really great to be there. And Pastor Paco, I'm sure you have a lot of stories from your time there as well. But you've also been a longtime partner with Crew Inner City. So would you mind sharing what's one highlight of something God's done in the last several years with Crew Inner City?
Wow, yeah, this is really exciting to be at the table with you guys. I know I was actually thinking, what's one thing? And I thought really I feel like in so many different ways we have been connected, even since many years ago, starting our kids club after school program. And I was very young back then. I ended up going to the training all the way down to 111th. I never thought that I would be going that many times to 111th, way down south, and just thinking that, the west side is the strong side. I'm just kidding. But a few years ago, a friend that was starting a church in the Backyards neighborhood said, how can we love our community well? And I remember thinking, what you need to do is you need to connect with Crew Inner City. And so he drove with a bunch of people down to 111th, and they arrived the day that they were putting together the power packs, the backpacks for kids on their way back to school. And they were very clear, you don't give this away just like that. You go to every house, or as many people as you can make clear contact, look at them in the eye, pray for them, offer them. And there's a church right there that was birthed clearly out of power packs. And I feel like that's not just the only time. That has become a little bit of like a trick. It's like you want to start a church, power packs right around August, and that opens the heart of many people. And I was thinking, I think I have like 30 different stories. I'll just give one.
Yes. Yes. Yes, thank you so much for that story. As Mark mentioned, we also had a meet and greet on the west side with different ministry leaders and pastors. And so can you tell us why that partnership is so exciting?
You know what? It's I feel like the one thing that keeps on coming clear to my heart is that Crew Inner City is not an organization that is there to live for itself, but it's much more of a resource and a gift to the entire city of Chicago. And I actually was talking to a friend, and I was telling him, hey, you love Little Village, you love this community, and how would you like to have Bibles? How would you like to? And he's like, his eyes kept on going up, like, how do I get all that? I was like, well, listen, Crew Inner City is trying to open up just a lot more partnerships here on the west side. And so he was one of the ones that was super excited. Like, while we're having a dinner, on top of it, man, it was pizza. And, we can never say no to pizza. And but we met at a gym. and he walked into the African American neighborhood, North Lawndale. He said, wow, I didn't even know there was a gym here. Can we come and play basketball here, play soccer here? I feel like there were like a million little connections that were made right away. And then you guys had there was like all kinds of different resources. I feel like he walked out, he leads an organization of around 40 or 50 different churches, and he thought, I didn't even know this was here, but it has become a resource that, it's almost like his heart just lit up, and I thought, well, that had been all of our secret up to now. Now we're sharing the secret. And so I feel like it is a great blessing that Cru Inner City is an organization that is there to be able to resource as many ministries as they can, not for their own numbers, but thinking, how can we impact the entire city, the darkest places, the hardest places, where people are already active, and just give them resources, give them training. And that is an amazing blessing.
Thank you, Pastor Paco.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you so much for sharing those stories and for being such a longtime friend and partner with Cru. We just really appreciate it and are really looking forward to see how God works through this new partnership.